In the heart of a nation torn apart by war, a single figure rose from the shadows of conflict. A man whose name would soon echo across Syria, across borders, and across the world. This is the story of Ahmed al-Sharaa, a story of struggle, transformation, and the uncertain road toward rebuilding a fractured nation. From childhood hardship to the heights of political influence, his journey reflects the painful evolution of a country fighting for identity and survival. Long before the world knew his name, Ahmed al-Sharaa was simply a young boy growing up in the dust-covered outskirts of a destabilized region. His childhood was shaped by poverty, displacement, and the constant echoes of conflict. Life taught him survival early. Every day was a lesson in resilience, a preparation for the harsh path ahead. These early struggles forged a determination and endurance that would later define everything he became. As he grew older, the world around him grew darker. War spread like wildfire, consuming towns, families, and futures. Like countless young men of his generation, Sharaa was drawn into the chaos, a mixture of ideology, necessity, and the desperate search for purpose in a nation collapsing before his eyes. The battlefield became his destiny, and the choices he made during these brutal years would forever bind him to the story of Syria's conflict. Through the chaos of Syria's long and unforgiving war, Ahmed al-Sharaa rose rapidly. First as a militant commander, then as the recognizable face of a movement. His ascent was controversial, admired by some, criticized by many. But one thing remained undeniable: his influence. To supporters, he represented strength and resistance. To others, he was a symbol of the dangers that extremism injected into the war. His rise marked a defining turning point in his life and in the nation's struggle. In the final stages of the conflict, Syria reached a moment of transformation. Old powers weakened, new forces emerged, and Ahmed al-Sharaa found himself standing at a historic crossroads. He could remain a figure of war, or attempt to reshape himself as a political leader. It was here that everything began to shift, not only for him but for the future direction of a country desperate for stability. The world took notice. Suddenly, the former commander was no longer just a name whispered in battlegrounds but a face appearing in international meetings, political negotiations, and global forums. Diplomats debated his intentions, analysts questioned his evolution, and nations asked the same pressing question: could a man forged in conflict truly step into the realm of governance, or was this merely another unpredictable turn in the story of Syria's rotating power? Inside Syria, the struggle was far greater. Cities lay in ruins, families were scattered, and millions displaced. The challenge ahead was monumental: rebuilding homes, restoring institutions, reuniting communities, and reigniting hope. Amid this effort, Ahmed al-Sharaa positioned himself as a voice for reconstruction, promising to guide the country toward recovery. For some, he symbolized a potential new beginning. For others, his past cast a long shadow over every promise he made. But leadership comes with consequences. His past, the alliances, the battles, the difficult decisions, continued to follow him. Critics questioned whether a man shaped by war could bring lasting peace. Protests rose, reflecting the deep divisions that still cut through Syrian society. Every move he made carried weight. Every mistake was magnified. The road to rebuilding Syria was no longer just political, it had become deeply personal. As debates intensified, Syria itself stood at a crossroads. Would the nation embrace a new vision of unity, or would old rivalries threaten to pull the country back into instability? The responsibility rested heavily on Ahmed al-Sharaa's shoulders. Each decision shaped not only his own reputation but the lives of millions yearning for stability and a future beyond fear. Today, Syria's future remains uncertain, yet undeniably filled with hope. Schools are reopening. Streets are slowly returning to life. A new generation dares to dream of peace. And at the center of this fragile revival stands a man whose story mirrors the country itself: painful, complicated, and still unfolding.